Channel 5 News at this hour.
Good morning and thanks for tuning in to Channel 5 News Saturday morning. I'm Gabriella. This morning, the Edinburgh School District remains on high alert after someone at Edinburgh North High tested positive for tuberculosis. Hidalgo County Health Department Director Eddie Olivares tells Channel 5 News 173 students and staff members were either checked or tested for TB. No one else has tested positive so far. Right now, it's unknown if a student or staff member contracted the infection. If you received a letter from the district about the positive test, you should call or visit the Hidalgo County Health Department. Their number is 956-336221. If left untreated, tuberculosis can become fatal. According to the CDC, TB bacteria usually grows in the lungs. In this Channel 5 News Extra, we take a look at a few symptoms you should be aware of. A bad cough lasting 3 weeks or longer, pain in the chest, or coughing up blood. Other symptoms may include weakness or fatigue, weight loss, and loss of appetite. The infection may also cause chills, fever, and night sweats. Now, Director Olivares also wants to note the risk of contracting TB is very low. In order for the disease to spread, one would have to come in very close contact with the person infected. Those with TB are most likely to spread it to people they spend time with every day, like family members, friends, co-workers, or classmates. President Donald Trump is waking up to unpleasant headlines this morning after his bill to repeal and replace Obamacare failed. ABC's Mary Bruce has the latest from Capitol Hill.
I will not sugarcoat this. This is a disappointing day for us. Doing big things is hard.
It was a stunning admission just moments before the House was expected to vote. The Speaker announcing Obamacare is here to stay.
That was Mary Bruce reporting. The husband of a hit-and-run victim is calling for a change after the woman on trial for hitting his wife and fleeing the scene was exonerated. A jury found Marissa Govea Hernandez not guilty of failing to stop to render aid in court Friday. Hernandez struck Mary Tipton in April 2015 as she was walking near the intersection of FM 803 and FM 511. Her defense attorney claimed Hernandez went back to the scene to see what she hit, but found nothing. 2 days later, Tipton was found dead on the side of the road. Mary's widower, Ralph Tipton, says he's not surprised about the verdict. He tells us too many mistakes were made during the investigation.
There's no protocol for things like this. You have a lead detective able to decide how much evidence to throw away and how much to keep. There's no protocol. I mean, he wasn't even writ up.
Yesterday, Hernandez broke her silence and spoke to the media for the first time in 2 years. She says a sheriff deputy did not cover up the hit and run to protect her, as state prosecutors suggested.
Fue de mucho sufrimiento para toda mi familia, mis amigos, mis hijos principalmente. Yo estoy muy orgullosa de mis hijos y eso es la parte que más me dolía, que entonces por tener unos hijos que sirven a la comunidad, que son unas personas de bien, me los iban a atacar como me los han atacado todo este tiempo. Eso es algo que me dolía muy adentro de mí.
Now, Hernandez has 30 days to get the charges against her permanently removed from her record. 8 people are left without a home after an electrical fire in Edinburgh. Fire officials say their flames sparked on North Kenyon Road early Friday morning in a wall behind a light switch. Hidalgo County fire marshals can't say for sure if there were any indications something was wrong with the electric, but fire investigator John Franz says there are some things you can keep an eye out for.
When you turn the lights on or turn them off, you want to make sure that they click. If you have a light switch that you kind of need to jiggle a little bit, or you need to push up a little bit harder, or if you get sparks or a popping sound in the light switch where it's not making a full contact, that's a sign that you might have a problem.
Outlets are also a common source of fire. Fran says if you notice plugs fitting loosely into sockets, you should contact a certified electrician. Right now, the Stark County Fire Marshal is investigating the cause of a San Isidro fire. San Isidro Fire Chief Barney Benavides says crews responded to a call at a trailer home on Delmita Road just after 4 Friday morning. We're told high winds hindered the efforts to put the flames out. In addition to the home, a car and separate garage structure were burned. The man living inside manages to escape thanks to his dogs for waking him up. Right now, the Edinburgh Police Department is upgrading its body cameras after discovering low battery life in current devices. Chief David White says existing body cameras usually last 4 hours of an 8-hour shift. Now, a new version is out after the department was using the cameras for nearly 6 months. The chief says upgrading the body cams will increase their lifespan.
There's been things we haven't captured because we wanted to, but that's where we learned that it's the battery life. First we investigated and figure out what happened here. Did we turn it off or something like that? I mean, it hasn't been that case. It's been the battery dies on the officer. Yeah. If he only makes half his day, we have to start bringing them in or take them off the road, trying to recharge his battery, and that's not cost effective for our city.
According to Chief White, the governor's office will pay 80% of the cost through a grant. The driver who T-boned a Mission Police car is not facing any charges this morning. Police say the crash happened just after 11:30 Thursday night at Bryan Road and Expressway 83. Only the driver's vehicle and the Mission Police cruiser were involved in the accident. We're told neither the driver or the officer involved were hurt. Right now, the city of McAllen is launching a marketing campaign after seeing a major decrease in sales tax revenue. The $250,000 campaign is geared towards Mexican shoppers, mostly in the Monterrey area. Mayor Jim Darling tells us it's to let folks know the Mexican business is still wanted and welcome in the city. Darling says the decline in sales is mostly due to the devaluation of the peso. However, sales may also be taking a hit because of animosity towards the U.S. We spoke to one employee at the RGV Premium Outlets in Mercedes. She says the same thing is happening there.
On top of the peso and the violence, I would really say that right now what it is just protesting, because we were used to violence and we were used to, that going on. We would see the hits, but they would come back. And now it just feels like they're not coming back at all.
We've hidden the woman's identity because her employer wouldn't allow her to speak publicly. She says many customers have told her they no longer feel welcome in the U.S. Now let's take a look at today's forecast with forecaster Steven Sarabia.
Hey, good morning, Gabriella. It is 9:18. If you're planning on doing anything outdoors, it is going to be a hot one, and we can see that with temperatures this morning hanging around the mid to low 70s. That humidity is at 84%, making it feel even hotter outside. And here's a look at the day planner for this evening. And check that out, Gabby. 90 degrees by 3 p.m. So it is going to be a scorcher. And that's not only the case for the day, that's going to be the case for the next several days. Here's a look at Sunday and Monday, back into the 90s. And again, that's the case all the way up until Thursday, where temperatures do drop into the upper 80s and mid 80s by Friday. But overall, we're looking at a very sunny and a very hot week ahead.
Wow, so I know it's only spring and we're at the end of March, but it sure feels like summer out there.
Oh yeah, this is the valley.
I'm not from here, so Michigan, it's still pretty cold out there, but here,
oh yeah, we're used to these 90-degree temperatures.
Warm weather, so I can't complain though. Maybe in the next couple months though, it'll be a little different. Well, thank you all for tuning in to Channel 5 News Saturday morning. We'll see you later.